get in? How you get in? How you get in? Wait, how you get in?
Day 17 of Pride. So today, as per the title, I'm just going to be recounting my personal worst BL Manhwa reading experience. Now, why am I doing BL Manhwa specifically? Well, one, because this experience is just so ultimately terrible and a waste of my personal fucking time, but also because I feel like when we talk about all the different forms of BL media, whether that be anime, manga, manhwa, danmei by association, so the donghua and danmei novels, as well as BL light novels, which also exist, live action dramas, I feel like of all the mediums, I feel like manhwa is always the one at the center of controversy, whether it's any list of specific series, whether it's just people talking, generalizing manhwa and manhwa tropes in general. So I kind of wanted, you know, clout farm a bit. I guess you got in on the controversy, but in a more benign way, as opposed to, like, you know, coded homophobia and etc. And speaking of homophobia, this whole experience was homophobic. Me personally. It's a series that, here, let me delay the video further, because I really clearly want a fucking long-ass raw file. I don't have enough at it. So it's a series that I will say I actually found out fairly recently is still fairly popular, which like blows my mind because it was popular at the time when I read it, when it was suggested to me. And then it ended and like, I haven't seen people talk about it literally for years, in my opinion, rightfully so. That series in particular is a series whose English I'm delaying it forever. I believe officially the title is A Guy Like You by J.S. and Wajay. Quite frankly, outside of my trauma, barely remember the story, so I'll just read the synopsis. Go see one's, and listen, y'all know me in Korean names. Korean is not my forte, so if I mispronounce literally anything, I've already mispronounced manhwa. I'm pretty sure it's pronounced mana, but old habits die hard. So again, apologies for absolutely obliterating these Korean names. Go see one's dreams are constantly visited by the clever, beautiful Kang Jinha. In the dreams, Jinha keeps on mentioning this incident that happened between them, but C1 can't remember anything. And how can it feel so real? Luckily for C1, hints about the incident start to appear and C1 can regain his memory bit by bit. How will their relationship change at the end of it all? So overall, I thought the series was fine. There was a supernatural element now that I'm remembering. Reading the synopsis of like, yeah, they were like meeting in their dreams and shit like that. And like, I forget. I honestly could not tell you what literally happened in the story besides key points that we will get into. And also at the time, I feel like this was kind of like at the start of the renaissance of like so many BL Korean manhwa having, again, a silver-haired lead and a black-haired lead. And so this, in comparison to like something else that I enjoyed for half of it, which has also come back, was Cherry Blossoms After Winter, which I enjoyed the first 2 seasons of. The back 2 seasons. It's apparently back, by the way. Someone informed me of this and I'm offended. Although apparently some interesting kind of shit is going on, but we are not getting into it. I overall felt it was kind of like a less cute Cherry Blossoms After Winter. Obviously, they're not structurally the same story at all, but it's like if I'm going for like a silver hair, black hair, then I would prefer Cherry Blossoms After Winter season 1 and 2 over A Guy Like You. Through my reading of it, there were basically 3 strikes, and then it was absolutely out for me personally. The first strike, first of all, the one thing you can do, and this is something that, to get into like a broader topic, my stances on piracy have changed over the years. Everybody in my Discord server knows since I had a whole announcement about it. Not to bring this up during Pride. I've always been a don't ask, don't tell kind of person when it comes to piracy, partially because I think I do acknowledge that there is a level of detriment, I think, in piracy. People think about piracy and they think about like these major corporations who are making millions of dollars off of these films and stuff like that, but then also like piracy also affects like independent creators. You know, like we all know doujinshi is ripped to hell, manga is ripped to hell. Like independently published things are all stolen effectively through piracy. So I do see that and like sympathize with creatives. But on the inverse side, I also am like not fucking with Crunchyroll. I also am not fucking with Netflix. I'm not fucking with like these major corporations who keep like raising prices and stuff like that. And even beyond all of that, like everything I've just said, quite frankly, is performative. Because the real reason don't ask, don't tell is like if y'all keep telling and posting fucking, oh, where do you watch this? Oh, it's on fucking anime suckmydick.com.to. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if y'all keep doing that, this is why piracy's at. What? High Anime went down? I wonder why. Part of it is like, y'all keep ruining it for the rest of us because y'all keep just saying sites in public under official channels and you wonder how they find these sites and shut them down. And then on top of that, I believe in keeping the good shit to myself. As I've kind of outlined several times this month. If I find a great site, I'm not telling anybody. And why would you, if you found a great site, why would you tell it to other people who are then gonna blab about it all over Twitter and official channels, and it will be shut down in 3 months? You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's basically my stance on piracy. What we're talking about specifically, manga and manhwa, print media, written media, drawn media that's not animated being pirated. Something that is a recurring issue that has always pissed me the fuck off is these fucking scanlators who think they're so fucking funny or think they have any fucking worth as human beings who write fucking stupid comments in the fucking margins. It's one thing if you're describing what does senpai mean? And you're writing, oh, well, a senpai is like an older classman in the margin. Those are great. Appreciate those when they're added, because I think like having a level of understanding the Japanese language or Korean language or any language, like if you don't know what oppa is, I know what oppa is. But anyway, let me fucking not. I'm not talking about all that. I'm talking specifically about people who like, will like, oh, this guy sucks. Like, I remember reading Yona of the Dawn scans, and there was someone being like, ugh, Suwon, oh, I hope he kills himself. And it's like, nobody asked for your fucking opinion. Like, literally nobody asked for your fucking opinion. And like, probably the most egregious margin bullshit that I have ever dealt with was in the topic of this video, to get back to it, a guy like you. Obviously did not have an official English translation if there was someone writing in the fucking margins. You know what? In retrospect, it was punishment for pirating. We were all being punished. You're not funny. You're not entertaining. You're not likable. Nobody asked for this. Why are you here? At this point, I was like, you know what? Just give me the Korean raws and I'll just figure it out by looking at it, because that's how fucking abysmal it was. The thing that I would say this is the most equivalent to, personally, in my experience, is when you come across like those like YouTube channels on YouTube where they're like reality TV clips or meme channels. When those channels will randomly, for some reason, like they've gotten so many subscribers and so many views, and for some reason they think that everybody is here for them. So it gets real awkward when they like start doing like story times and get ready with me's and like showing their face, and like, this is not what people are here for. Like, this is this is frankly fucking awkward. And this ties into what I was saying earlier about Suwon in Yona of the Dawn, reading Yona of the Dawn scans. If they were hating on my man, I forget his name, Lu Xuan Rune, whatever his name is. Yes, the brown-haired guy, adult, bully, gay, LGBT plus, sadistic, selfish, university student, wealthy, my man, who was like basically the antagonist of the story. You had Siwon Go, who was the uke, who was like the main character, and then the whole thing I explained already with the. It's fascinating to me that on Anime Planet, Jinha Kang and Lu Xuan Rune are both labeled as LGBT plus and gay, but Siwon Go isn't. Just adult and weird. Again, like within the course of the story, from what I remember, Jinha Kang and Siwon Go were the ones who were like in the like, what are we, what aren't we, dream shit relationship. And then there was Dong Hyun Jang, who I believe was Siwon Go's roommate. And so like he was a bit of a romantagonist at first. He, I think, liked Siwon Go. And then it was like, we did the flip side of it, because this often happens in BL or any romance media, is like, okay, first we have the romantagonist who applies to one of the characters. Now we have to have a romantagonist that applies to the other character in the relationship. And so that's where Lu Xuan Rune came in. And honestly, he was like the highlight of the entire story for me personally. He like made a story that was like very middling become like a little above middling for me personally. I enjoyed him. He was hot. I love a romantagonist who like leans on the evil side, doing manipulations and shit. He was priceless. He was hilarious. But this stupid bitch in the fucking comments was just like whining and complaining about him the entire fucking time. And I'm just like, all right. They were saying like, oh, he should die. Like, I don't even remember. I'm not even going to look for it. I might even lie about what was said. But it was just like, it was just the dumbest shit I've ever seen in my fucking life. So that overall was the first strike. The second strike was the comments in general. Pirate site comments are like the worst fucking comment sections on the fucking internet, which is saying something, because I don't think there's such a thing as, at this stage, that there is such a thing as a good comment section on the internet, quite frankly. And this tied into the first strike because it was just more people just utterly complaining about my man. Leave Lu Xuan Rune alone. However his name is pronounced, Lu Xuan Run, I don't know. Clearly I don't love him that much if I don't even know how to pronounce his name. But anyway, I felt like this was not a safe space for me reading this story. The main couple is gonna get together anyway, obviously. Like, this man is not actually going to get in the way of them. And yet everybody is like sending him death threats. He's not real, but everybody's sending him death threats and like complaining about him. And I'm just like, why do none of you have any good fucking taste? So that was the second strike. The third strike was in the story itself. I sat through the bullshit in the margins. I sat through the bullshit in the comments. I sat through the bullshit in the story. And by the end, off-screen literally, am I sadistic? What, am I sadistic beauty? Isn't that also a manhwa? Am I a sadistic? Well, I don't have the wig right now. But beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Beauty is in the iPhone of the beholder. You got a filter. If I remember correctly, by the end, it was like C1 Go and Jinha, they finally were about to have sex. And then it was like, it skipped to like the next day. And I was like, I sat through all this and I didn't even get to see no manhwa lightsaber dick. And I don't think Lu Xuanrun even anybody in the end either. I think maybe him and Jinha around maybe at one point, but I don't remember the full extent of that. Because I think they were ex-boyfriends or something, so it was like a whole thing. So maybe they had sex before, and I think maybe they did have sex in the story. But again, none of it was on screen, so I didn't see it. So it was like just an absolute waste of time across the board for me personally. And yeah, that's generally my worst BL Manhwa experience, and it's why I don't read BL Manhwa anymore. Just kidding. I will like transparently say that I've just kind of generally fallen off of BL Manhwa in particular. The last BL Manhwa that I read to completion was Under the Green Light by Jax. Let me know if there are side stories or epilogue chapters that I'm unaware of, because I was waiting for them, but then I got tired of waiting for them, and so I just like forgot about them until literally this moment. My falling off of BL Manhwa like has nothing to do with the medium. It's just about like what happens to catch my attention. And I have several that I would like to read eventually. One in particular that I would like to get to before the end of the year, just because I've pushed it off for so many years. But we will talk about that in tomorrow's video. So yeah, that was overall generally my worst BL Manhwa reading experience. How much of a waste of time was this video for you? I need 30 videos, okay? What were your opinions on A Guy Like You? Let me know in the comments below. I'm generally curious about how people feel about it. I forget where the graphic was and where I saw it, but I saw a graphic somewhere that like listed the top 10 series still on Lezen in terms of like chapters bought or whatever, or reads or however they categorize it. And apparently A Guy Like You is still like up there, which like baffled me, like completely and utterly baffled me. So yeah, share your comments on A Guy Like You in the comments below. How did you feel about Lu Xuanrun? If you're a Lu Xuanrun anti, get out. I don't want you here. If you're a fan of Lu Xuanrun, donate to my Patreon. Or click join, or head to the pinned comment below if you hate him. Channel that aggression again into the pinned comment as always. Tomorrow is day 18. We're going to go through my manga, manhwa, and etc. plan to read list. Yay! Bye!
Many people in my house, my cover like what the fuck they looking for?